I'm from Australia, and I'd like to thank Mr. Fujita for his courage in speaking out about 9/11. Unfortunately, there have been no politicians in Australia yet to have that courage. How much influence do you think the American government has on the Japanese government? And due to that influence, do you think that is stopping other politicians coming out and talking about 9/11?
I think the U.S. government has a lot to influence over the Japanese government, not only on the 9/11, but on other issues. And for instance, U.S. government demands the Japanese government to install MX missile system for the coming 10 years and so on. Then the Japanese government could not refuse, nor to make some conditions on how MX missile system to be utilized, in what way and how. And this is the case still now. And this was what one of the top officials of the Defense Ministry mentioned to some former prime ministers. And these former prime ministers were surprised. Even now, this is a relationship, subordinate relationship between USA and Japan. And I happen to know that one of the LDP politicians who knew something strange, contradictory about the Pentagon crash and the Pennsylvania crash, but he said a few years ago, but if you did go further than that, you'd touch the tail of the Bush family. Therefore, the Japanese government would not or could not look into the case. So I think as far as the Bush and the LDP government are in power, the Japanese government would not or could not dare ask more information about the 9/11. That is a fact.